Howdy. Today we're going to learn a very simple exhibition maneuver known as the DSP roll-up. DSP roll-up, so named because the origin of this trick is the DSP, which is our 2 left-handed spins into our 1.5 vertically caught aerial. And this version is going to involve a little bit more rolling off the hand versus tossing up in the air. So this is a great maneuver for beginner to intermediate drillers, especially because if you have more advanced drillers, the timing will pair out perfectly with this full toss. And so we can use it in our routines when we maybe have more advanced drillers doing the more advanced version and more beginning or novice drillers working on this version. And we can keep the routine steady, just knowing which variation we're going to choose. So how does this work? The first thing that's going to happen is we're going to reduce the double spin in DSP, which stands for double spin pound, because we're pounding the rifle. We're going to reduce the double spin to a single spin. So we're going to start at the position of right shoulder arms, whether vertical or regulation. We are going to dip the rifle into a single spin position, so make sure that we're familiar with that maneuver. We can dip it to a 45 pitch angle or straight up and down. Either way, we are going to stop the rifle on the upper handguard just as if we were doing a single spin in front of us. We're simply going to do it to the side of us. From here, we are going to slam the rifle to the ground. Make sure we check out the proper techniques for slamming. Make sure that we're being friendly to our wrist and our forearm and our elbow when we do that. From here, this is where the maneuver gets a little bit strange because we're going to be doing a left-handed spin, but it's going to be on the top of the rifle versus on the sling side of the rifle. And what I mean is, from the slam of the rifle, we're going to pull back up. Left hand is going to find the small of the stock. Just like a single spin, we're going to let gravity and our hand maneuver the rifle so that the barrel starts to swing down and forward, which would be clockwise if we're looking at it, and we are going to allow the receiver to come higher than parallel. And like we've talked about before in other videos, the receiver is what's going to drive the movement of the rifle, and we're going to release, flip our hand over, and we're going to catch the single spin on the top of the rifle just forward to the receiver rather than traditionally on the sling. So we have here, open the hand, and now we have the rifle on the top just forward of the receiver at balance point number 1. So we start from our right shoulder, whichever version we prefer, slam the rifle down, grasp the small of the stock, 1 single spin around, and we're going to let the barrel continue in its arc of motion until it comes vertical, at which point we are going to receive the rifle with our right hand right at the top of the upper handguard. So again, watch from the side here, and at full speed. Once we have that rifle back in our hand, our left hand, we're just going to allow the momentum to come with, allow our elbow and forearm to turn, rotate, and open up naturally until we're here, at which point we can slam, port, arms, clap, and we can continue on with our sequence. And that's the DSP roll-up, kind of a single spin roll-up. One more time from right shoulder, whichever version you prefer. And we can continue on with the sequence. So try it out, work on it, find that mechanic, and let's use that maneuver to help us work our way up to understanding our more advanced DSP aerial.